Welcome to your Saturday news. Residents were taken back to the height of the fur trade this weekend as Fort William Historical Park hosted its annual Great Rendezvous celebration. The historic event featured over 100 reenactors, a number of artisan workshops and demonstrations, and the much-anticipated Grand Canoe arrival. Jessica Clement has the story.
Visitors flocked to Fort William Historical Park over the weekend to take part in the annual Great Rendezvous celebration. Among the various activities, workshops, and demonstrations going on, Saturday's festivities also featured the Grand Canoe Revival.
I would like everyone to give a big welcome to Mr. McGilvery.
The three-day event saw around 150 volunteer reenactors from across North America, helping recreate the annual summer gathering held at Fort William over 200 years ago when it was the inland headquarters of the Northwest Company.
This is such an incredible reenactment of the fur trade at its height, the Northwest Company, the buildings, and the passionate staff who really bring it to life. So I really am grateful to contribute my knowledge of the history and of the music and kind of talk about the importance of that during the fur trade.
Reenactor Daniel Laxer came up from Toronto for the event. He says reenactments like the Great Rendezvous are important to help better understand the area's history.
This is such an expression of unity. This is when in history people from all types of backgrounds got together, English, Scottish, French, Métis, First Nations, and they traded and they exchanged ideas and goods and also music, turns out. And so I think it's really important to keep the memory alive for the sake of really doing history justice, but also remembering some of the more positive aspects of our shared history.
The fort saw hundreds come out for this year's rendezvous, and General Manager Patrick Morash says it's always great to see so much support from area residents and those from out of town.
During a time like this of Rendezvous, where we have volunteer reenactors coming to us, we have reenactors coming from Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Manitoba, of course throughout Ontario as well. They interact with our staff, they interact with our visitors, so the visitors get a far more enthusiastic greeting when they're at the place as well. So it's really very encouraging.
The Great Rendezvous festivities continue Sunday with the Great Departure at 3:30 p.m. Jessica Clement, TBT News.